Have you ever felt like you're pouring your heart and soul into something, but nobody seems to notice? You show up early, you stay late, you put in the extra effort, and yet you feel completely invisible. Maybe it's at your job, in your family, or even in your personal projects. You're doing all the right things, working with integrity, staying honest, and it feels like you're just spinning your wheels, getting nowhere. It can be incredibly discouraging, can't it? You start to wonder, does any of this even matter? Is anyone paying attention? I want to talk about that feeling today, because it's a feeling we all experience at some point. It's that deep down sense of being overlooked, unappreciated, and undervalued. You see others cutting corners and getting ahead, while your hard work seems to go completely unseen. You might be looking for that promotion, that word of encouragement, that simple acknowledgement that what you're doing is making a difference. When it doesn't come, it's easy to feel defeated and tempted to just give up. You might think, why bother trying so hard if it makes no difference? But I have some powerful encouragement for you today, something that has completely shifted my perspective on work, effort, and recognition. It comes from a timeless source of wisdom, the Bible. In the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 23, it says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters." Let that sink in for a moment. Whatever you do, it doesn't say, only when your boss is watching, or only when you're guaranteed to get credit. It says whatever you do it with all your heart. This simple verse changes everything. It reframes our entire approach to our daily tasks. Our work is not ultimately for our boss, our clients, our family, or even for ourselves. We are working for an audience of one. Our ultimate supervisor is God Himself. When we grasp this truth, the need for human approval and recognition starts to fade. It doesn't mean we don't appreciate it when it comes, but our motivation is no longer dependent on it. Our validation comes from a much higher source. Think about it this way: people have limited vision. They can only see the surface. They see the final product, but they often miss the countless hours of dedication, the late nights, the sacrifices, and the integrity you poured into your work. People might misunderstand your intentions or overlook your contributions. Human record keeping is flawed and incomplete, but God's is not. He sees everything. He sees the effort you put in when no one is around. He sees the honesty you maintain when you could have easily taken a shortcut. He sees the positive attitude you keep when you're feeling discouraged. He keeps perfect records. Nothing you do in faith and with a pure heart is ever wasted or forgotten. Your labor is not in vain. Every single act of diligence, every moment of integrity, every time you choose the right way over the easy way, is seen and recorded by God. He is not a distant, uninterested observer. He is intimately aware of your journey, your struggles, and your faithfulness. While a promotion from people might be delayed, and recognition might be slow to come, your reward from God is certain. Hebrews 6:10 reminds us, God is not unjust. He will not forget your work and the love you have shown Him as you have helped His people and continue to help them. He sees, He remembers, and He rewards. So, how do we apply this in our daily lives? It starts with a shift in our mindset. When you walk into your workplace tomorrow, or tackle that project at home, or serve in your community, remember who you're truly working for. Do it with excellence, not to impress people, but as an act of worship to God. When you're tempted to cut corners because you think no one will notice, remember that He notices. When you feel like your efforts are being ignored, remember that the one opinion that truly matters is His. This doesn't mean we become passive or stop striving for excellence in our careers. On the contrary, it should motivate us to work with even greater diligence and integrity. When our work is an offering to God, we want it to be our very best. We're no longer working for a paycheck or for a pat on the back. We're building a legacy of faithfulness. We're creating a testimony with our actions that points to something greater. Let's consider the story of Joseph in the Old Testament. He was sold into slavery by his own brothers, falsely accused, and thrown into prison. By all human standards, his life was a failure. He was forgotten, overlooked, and treated unjustly. But through it all, Joseph remained faithful. In Potiphar's house, he worked with such integrity that he was put in charge of everything. In prison, he served so faithfully that the warden put him in charge of the other prisoners. Joseph wasn't working for Potiphar or the warden. He was working for the Lord. He did his best in every situation, no matter how bleak it seemed. And in God's perfect timing, he was raised from the prison to the palace, becoming second in command over all of Egypt. Joseph's story is a powerful reminder that human timelines are not God's timelines. There may be a season where you are hidden, where your gifts seem buried, and your efforts feel fruitless. But that season of preparation is never wasted. God is using it to shape your character, to build your resilience, and to prepare you for the purpose He has for you. Your faithfulness in the small, unseen things is the training ground for the greater things to come. So, I want to encourage you today, don't lose heart. Don't let the lack of human recognition steal your joy or diminish your drive. Your work has a purpose that goes far beyond what you can see right now. Continue to show up, continue to work with all your heart. Do it with honesty, with excellence, and with a spirit of service. Know that your true boss is watching, and he is pleased. He sees your effort, he values your integrity. And he is a faithful rewarder. The recognition from people may come and go, but the approval of God lasts for eternity. Keep your eyes on him, and you'll find the strength and motivation to persevere, no matter what. Your effort is seen, it matters, and it is making an eternal impact. Thank you so much for watching. If this message encouraged you today, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Take care, and keep working with all your heart.